back to the go again bit. Today we're going to make a kale mash pot. The Dutch usually eat this with smoked sausage, but we're going to make some juicy meatballs with this. Kale is a very ancient cabbage, already well known to the ancient Greeks, and since the Middle Ages very commonly consumed in most of European countries, Germany, Holland and Scandinavian countries. I'm with Woodman. Let's get started. We're going to prepare some spices for our meatballs. 1 nutmeg, half a tablespoon of allspice, about 8 cloves, half a tablespoon of green or black peppercorns, half a tablespoon of coriander seeds, 2 bay leaves, and we're going to crush this all into powder. So you see, this is the result we want. Shallots, garlic cloves. You can choose the same amount of onion, but I prefer shallots. We're going to chop them very fine. And there you go. I'm going to pour some duck fat in my frying pan. Of course you can use vegetable oil or butter if you like. Medium heat. We're going to add the shallots and the garlic, and we're just going to fry this until it becomes translucent. Once it is translucent, we're going to leave this to cool down. We got some white bread, cut off the crust, cut this into little bits. And we're going to let this soak in milk. The Dutch recipe of meatballs are mostly half beef meat, half pork, 50-50. I'm going to use only ground beef. And if you're using 800 grams of beef, you need about 9 to 10 grams of salt. We're going to squeeze out the bread a little bit. We don't want all the milk in there. We're going to use 1 egg. If you put in more eggs, your meatballs are going to be drier. Pour our spices in there. The shallots and the garlic. And I'm going to add a good tablespoon of my homemade Dijon mustard. You can watch my video about this. Now we're going to mix this all up. Of course, wash your hands or use gloves. For the Dutch, 1 meatball is for 1 person, so meatballs will be in between 150 or 180 grams. Already quite a big meatball. So we're going to fry our meatballs. Again, I'm using duck fat, but of course you can use vegetable oil or butter. And we're going to fry our meatballs on both sides. Doesn't matter if they're flattened a bit. It's going to take about 7 minutes on each side. So once they're done, we're going to let them rest a little bit. Turn on the same frying pan to maximum heat and pour in the bacon cubes. Once they're fried, we're going to keep them aside, and we're going to deglaze our frying pan with some water. And we're going to pour this juice over the meatballs. Now what we need is some water, and we're going to add some instant gravy. Roast meat gravy or beef gravy is excellent. Just going to mix this up a little bit. And we're going to pour this over our meatballs so that our meatballs are well covered. And on a medium fire we're going to warm this up. So once you got your meatballs on the boiling point, you can choose to simmer it low and slow on a very low fire. I'm going to do mine in the oven, 170 degrees, 2 hours. Next we're going to peel our potatoes, cut them into reasonable sizes for easy cooking. Rinse your potatoes in cold water and then fill up your pan with cold water as well. Always start off with cold water so your potatoes get cooked evenly. A small tablespoon of sea salt. Get your potatoes up to boil 30 to 40 minutes, depending the type of potatoes you got. So now it comes to the kale cabbage. I got some friends who brought me some package already chopped and cleaned from Holland. If you got whole kale cabbage, you have to chop it in bits like 1 or 2 centimeters square. In the cold water, again a small tablespoon of sea salt, and from the boiling point it takes about 25 minutes to cook your kale cabbage. So once our potatoes are well cooked, we're gonna pour off the water and we're gonna let them steam out for a few minutes so most of the moisture gets out. We're gonna get our kale cabbage out of the water as well. Same thing, we have to get rid of most of the water. Our kale back in the pan. We're going to use some 50 grams of butter, potatoes on there. Don't pour all the potatoes at once, so you can balance cabbage and potatoes. We're also going to put our bacon in there. Half a teaspoon of nutmeg, a small teaspoon of black pepper, a small tablespoon of salt, 4 to 5 egg yolks, and we're going to start pouring a little bit of milk. We're going to mess this all up into the cabbage, and I think the last one can go in as well. So finally it was a good amount, and this is ready to serve. And look at these beautiful meatballs. Let's have a little taste of that juice. Perfect. Beautiful kale mash pot, very popular winter dish in the Netherlands. This was already one of my favorites when I was a kid. So all that's left to say, my dear friends, is bon appetit and see you soon. Have to try this out.